and salutations. Welcome everybody to a redo, and we're doing episode 3 of the Expanse all over again because last night was bullshit. I'm just going to call it as it is. Excuse das language, but it is the truth. Last night was weak sauce because I felt we did everything right. Everything seemed like it went the right way, but the game's like access denied. So from the top, y'all, new same episode, just different. We're hoping for a different outcome because
if you are receiving this message, it means you've found us at last.
Crap, dude. What
You've
MC?
come, and with you comes the next great step in the evolution of humanity.
We have been preparing for your arrival for years, perhaps centuries. We have been patient. We know you have much to teach us. If you can hear my voice, whoever you are, welcome home.
Interesting.
It just repeats after that.
Who was that?
The head of the station, presumably.
I would say in 1 second that is more like a cult. True.
Sounds more like a cult leader to me. Someone who flew too far from home. Generations ago, millions of Earthers tried to set up mining stations in the belt. Some of them lasted. Some died off right away. And some of them, no one knows.
Still, a station this large, uncharted, and seemingly uninhabited? It's like nothing I've heard of.
What did the initial scans tell us?
None of the scanners penetrate past the first level, but there are no heat signatures, no activity except this broadcast. Looks clear.
But who brought the core here? But who else is looking? So last night we picked but who else is looking? So tonight we're going to go ahead and go with the dialogue tree of who brought the core here.
Maybe. But we don't know who stashed it here.
True.
Or who else they might have told about it.
Not to mention, how the fuck are we gonna find it in there?
Damn.
The place is massive.
There was a line in the coordinates.
She literally does like cigars.
Something about the first ones.
Fuck does that mean?
Won't know till we get inside. Arlen, Rayan, stay on the ship. Be ready to burn hard if there's any activity on the radar.
Sure thing, boss man. Good
Boss
hunting.
main.
Maya and I will head inside and search around.
Kind of like Pablo in iRacing. Hey, main.
Cap! Be careful in there.
Yeah. Anyhow, Khan, yeah, she does have an affinity for cigars, and she is a rough and tough, grizzled pilot. With some stuff that we will learn about her coming up shortly, if you guys hang around. Because, yeah, there is some things that I didn't know about her until last night. And so, that shit's becoming an uppins soon, I tell you. Yeah, this game is on Unreal Engine. TellTale Studios' first title ever using Unreal Engine. And yeah, we're playing on a RTX4090. Timmy, damn
Exactly how old is this place?
Too old to be on any maps.
Blowing out
Maybe
people's
100
ears.
years?
Timmy, you need to adjust that
Damn.
shit. Damn, you know what I'm saying? Sorry, y'all. He's new. Someday.
This is fucking
It's
strange.
hard to get good help nowadays. You know what I'm saying? It's just hard. good welding work there.
Let's search for the command center.
Found it.
Not it.
Over here.
True. To B2. Yeah, where is? Wonder why it showed. Oh, it's right in front of us. Yoink. Okay, let's get
Never
this.
seen helmets this old. Crazy that people used to wear these into the vacuum.
Crazy.
I've never seen helmets this old. Crazy that people used to wear these into the vacuum.
He's so crazy. It's crazy. True, true. Yeah, that welding work. Anyways, let's get up in here.
An entire station, completely abandoned. I can't even imagine what could have happened here.
Maybe we'll find out. As long as it's on the way to finding the MK core. The station is ancient, but the nav beacon is new tech.
New tech. And my noise gates won't allow me to get that. It doesn't pop off. That's hilarious.
The aux power is on these
Hello.
breakers.
I mean, to me, this was hilarious because she like flipped that switch without two shits. I mean, it's like,
The sector
hey, we
is
just
now
need some
powered.
power. Ka-ching.
There are 3 total. Each should have its own control room like this.
3 sectors. I'll go ahead to find the control centers in each one. You keep scanning the servers for any leads.
Fine.
Fine.
Have the fun to yourself.
We're trying. We're also just chilling.
I'll call you
We're
once I
chilling.
power up the next sector.
It's movie night, y'all. It's just movie night. Let's go ahead and hit up the environmental systems real quick. Yoink. New mission log unlocked. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Mission log, environmental systems. The emergency power is working. Whatever went wrong here, it wasn't due to a lack of resources. Everything appears to be functional, but if not ancient. Even stranger, the station 3 sectors were powered down at different times, with the bottom sector shut down years before the other 2. Why would anybody purposely put so much of their station into a vacuum, especially a vacuum of space? True. So that dude is closed off. Oh, we got some dialogue with Maya. Station Skizmos.
The idea of exploring this whole station doesn't appeal to me.
Blows.
But whoever said riches came easy.
True. Sector 1, Sector 2, Sector 3, classroom, medbay, and cathedral. So the comms station was made into a church. Mining tunnels. Okay. Got it. That is the nav beacon. Let's go ahead. Talk to her one last time.
Things with Maya feel uncertain after last night. But it would be much worse if I'd accepted her offer.
This is very true. Very true. So I'll go over that again as well. That's
Find anything?
You'll be the first to know.
yoink. Nice.
Nothing to report.
Okay. Dialogue. I did not go through all the dialogue in the last run through, so glad we're able to catch up on that one, even though there was, you know, no big reveals. This was creepy AF last night, not gonna lie.
There's a dead body here. He seems almost posed.
That's weird.
Post.
Do you think it's related to the core?
Don't know. I'll
Well,
keep
keep
searching
searching.
around.
Boy, and the soundtrack too, man, really good.
The last one? Huh. What does this mean?
Trust Dalton. I leave this message having surrendered this sector to the vacuum. And, you know, and it's so interesting because it needs to be to the vacuum of space to preserve my body for what comes next. Trust Dalton, trust the signal. We will live again. The last one. So this occult must have been called, I mean, as a whole, Must have been called the last one. Kind of like that crazy ass cult.
Okay.
Haley's
This
Comet.
group called itself the Cassiopeia Collective.
I
Landed
see.
here in 2226. They were an unlicensed settler community from Earth.
What happened to them?
No clue. Nothing good by the looks of it.
So 2226. Crazy. So they're saying in 203 years we'll be cruising the outer space. Wow.
Say what?
Right? That's crazy. 203 years. 2026 to
Cox was right.
2226.
We're about to hit the greatest score a scavenger has ever come across.
Oh yeah, brother.
That's what he said.
So, what do you plan to do with it? The money, I mean.
I'll head back to Ceres.
You want to go back to the station where there's a bounty on your head?
With this money, I can make the bounty disappear.
How? By going to war with Dawes?
By making him irrelevant. I'm going to build an OPA that actually helps Belters.
Interesting. Okay. Yoink. Damn, I forgot this one just straight up opened up on its own. Crazy. Oh. Yoink. Picked up salvage. Hail to the yay yay. Yoink. Absolutely like movies, y'all. Just sit back, chill, relax. Don't overthink it.
Falota.
Drummer? What happened?
Dead bodies. Many of them.
Many.
I'll head to the power. Then we can investigate it together.
Now you want to include me? Fantastic.
So what about you? What are you going to do with your share?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it.
Falota, you must have some idea. You could pick a station to settle in. Set up shop as an engineer.
I could. I'd miss flying around though. Maybe I'll buy the Artemis off Khan. You can call me captain for a change.
This ship has had enough mutinies already.
So interesting. Yeah, the last time I told her, you know, maybe she, with the money, settle on Mars. And I didn't get a prompt. But this time I told her to, you
Next life goal.
because she's a Martian.
Strange lesson for children.
Maya is.
Or anyone.
Alright. Next life goals. So this is after the cult would pretty much turn themselves into popsicles and assume that space would give them a afterlife. And so their next life, as they call it, see my brother, see my mommy, try swimming, climb a mountain, thank the alien, eat ice cream, good, true, become Secretary General, fight the bacteria. What bacteria? ride a spaceship. Well, you got one of those things on your bucket list done because you guys were obviously on a spaceship. Oh, true. Yeah, and I apologize. Yeah, if you guys are picking up a wind noise on the mic, yeah, it's an air conditioner. This is why I have the mic up so close to my mouth, because that way when I do talk, it's not as loud. But it's the AC.
Bodies in the vacuum don't decompose. Guess that was the lesson.
That dude gets the ultimate Pog award. That is a Pog face from hell. I'm just saying. That dude has got the Pog face. So I think actually about not decomposing. Interesting. No, we did get those last night. I was thinking we didn't pick those up last night.
I'm not familiar with the Dalton principle.
The
Something
Dalton
tells me it's not exactly accepted science.
The Dalton principle, our galaxy, the Milky Way, is estimated to be 87,000 light years in diameter. 1 out of 100 billion planets, 3 million have the properties for life. This is known as the Goldilocks zone. According to the Fermi paradox, intelligent life must have developed in our galaxy. It is true. It's man, no, just actually it'll come to me. The Drake equation, anyways, as it sits right now with the number of exoplanets that we have found, NASA has found, yeah, they estimate about 10,000 planets are out there with habitable and potential life already on it. And your knowledge bomb for the day. True. Without bacteria or oxygen exposure, human bodies can remain free from decomposition indefinitely. Due to Moore's law, we can predict the medical technology will grow more efficient every year. This makes the potential for advanced alien civilization or future human civilization limitless. Taken all together, the Dalton principle states that the resurrection of infected corpses in stasis by an advanced civilization, human or alien, is a question of when. You think actually that's not a question. It should be. This is not a question of when, but not. Well, it's a question of when, not if. I don't know how am I getting that all twisted? Let's go take that from the top. Taken all together, the Dalton principle states that the resurrection of infected corpses in stasis by an advanced civilization, human or alien, is a question of when, not if. Got it. All right. Everybody's on board though. We got it. So they're just saying no matter what, some aliens are going to come by to fix them with their advanced stage of disease. So I got it. These guys are on a mission to be cured of some disease they have, and thinking that some sort of alien race or advanced civilization will kind of like cryogenic freeze, I guess, and hope defrost them and fix them, and poof, life is good. Yep, that's the dummy. Moving. Yeah. All right. Oh, there's another room back there. Okay.
Looks like they were pulling walls off the station to fashion these caskets. Big pagal. All of this planning and effort just to prepare for their own deaths.
Interesting.
These aren't just coffins. They're designed to keep corpses in stasis virtually forever.
Wow. Dehumidifier, stasis, static absorber, lubrication atomizer, climatizer, stabilizing gimbals, Insulation. One hell of a schematic. Got that one. Got that one. I don't think we got this one last night. Could be
This
wrong.
feels like grave robbing. Even more so than usual.
I know. But just think of the historical value. These were some of the first people to try and survive out here.
Does historical value pay well?
Beats me.
Spoken like a true space pirate.
Reading this message, you'd hardly know they'd given up on surviving and are putting all their hope in aliens.
This is from Mr. Logan Dalton himself, the head man of the collective. Recyclers, by unanimous vote, the Cassiopeia Collective has decided to decommission all biomass recyclers and break them apart for materials. We thank all the collectivists who participated in the hearing and look forward to a brighter future ahead. Logan Dalton, phase 3. We have entered phase 3 of the realignment plan laid out in last month's collectivist assembly. All regular mining operations have been suspended. Mining employees, please report to your post at regular call to be reassigned. Management will communicate new plans for breaking down and repurposing construction materials. Once a suitable amount of material has been collected, we will commence phase 4 to begin construction of stasis coffin. Designs have been posted in the comms hub for comments before next month's assembly. Wow. Okay. New mission log. Let's see. Outgoing messages from a slot station. The station began as a mining operation, difficult to work with, low profit margins at the best of times. But the time people started dying of disease, the collective was likely stranded with little money and no way to mine enough resources as their population got sicker. No wonder this group set their sights on other means of escape. Damn, request for emergency aid. Request for emergency aid, infectious outbreak and settlement. Urgent request for Earth settlement. Request for urgent. What is going on tonight with the reading thing? Holy shebang, y'all. Urgent request for Earth settlement. Request for emergency aid, multiple deaths. So this is like the comms they sent. Thank you for contacting UN emergency relief aid. For the love of God, save us. Dear Lord. So these really, actually, they had a rough go. They really had a rough go. I think last night we missed that comm right there. Maybe not. I'd have to go back and check the VOD. Hack complete. Easy money. Easy money. Right. Definitely one hundoing this episode. Not one hundo, you know, as far as, you know, just said picked up salvage. So. Whoa. Yeah, I don't see anything. Yeah, that just has our objectives for this episode. Yeah, we read all those. We're good. We're just good. Boom. Power control number 2 activated. Switch on.
You were kidding.
Looks like a crypt. I thought Belters recycled their dead.
We do. We don't get to be sentimental. We use every ounce of every resource we have. It's how we survive.
So what do you think happened here?
Got desperate, indeed.
Maybe the people here were abandoned and got desperate. They could have thought they needed the bodies for something.
Could be.
Yoink. Oh, that one looked like it moved. That one looked like it moved.
There's no sign of the core yet. I'll check the server here. Keep me posted on any more excitement you find.
Turn on reserve power for sector number 3.
Grateful to have company in here.
Yeah, that was like at the conclusion of episode 2. Because like I said, that's Telltale. Anyways, they do episodic kind of storytelling. And I don't know, I'm not used to 2 weeks per episode, you know what I'm saying? But you know, it is what it is.
How's the server?
You know those prehistoric cave paintings? It's like trying to log into one of them.
Grateful to have company in here.
Usually when you deplete that, it goes away.
We're getting close, I think.
Okay, this is the speak one. Got it. That you can, you know, run out the dialogue tree. Okay, let's get to it. Timo Moffat, 22 weeks, 12-8 more. Abdu for Hazi. Almost looks like, you know, baby art pregnancy even weeks. You know what I'm saying? That's a little creepy.
I'd never let this happen to me. I've got my recycler all picked out. Looks like the medic was well liked.
Oh, Doc. And it actually has his name on the front of the coffin. Yep. Dr. D. Got it. The hands of the king are the hands of the healer, and so shall the rightful king be known. In loving memory of Dr. Armin Jahani. Now that you are lost, we all are. Man, hashtag feels bad, brother. Hashtag feels bad. Rip. Got a recorder.
I submit this recording alongside the station's medical records for future study.
Man.
Though I take less faith in Dalton and foreign visitors, I have hope our tragedy will prove instructive to the burgeoning field of extraterrestrial immunology. The pandemic which decimated this station began as a standard mycobacteria.
So you're heading back to Ceres and leaving the Artemis without a captain?
Damn.
I suppose that's true.
Damn. I think I might, you know, miss you or something.
I will miss you too.
Oh, for fuck's sake. At least call me a well-walla, or tell me how you can kick my Martian ass.
I will miss kicking your ass, well,
Something. Yep. Something actually,
Thank you.
I submit this recording alongside the station's medical records for future study.
Huh. All these poor Sabakawalas, staring at the abyss for eternity. Huh. All these poor Sabakawalas, staring at the abyss for eternity.
yeah, so funny. That's back on Artemis in the cafeteria. I think there is a sheet that the as far as all the Belter lingo that they use is on there.
I submit this recording alongside the
And we're
station's medical
determined to get
records
to
for
the end of
future
this
study.
audio log.
Though I take less faith in Dalton and foreign visitors, I have hope our tragedy will prove instructive to the burgeoning field of extraterrestrial immunology. The pandemic which decimated this station began as a standard Mycobacterium tuberculosis infection. I contend it was our antibiotic air filters which provoked the initial evolutionary surge. But it was the children born to this station whose stunted immune systems provided the fatal breeding grounds. I did all I could. In truth, we all did. But we had no chance.
Okay, we made it, y'all. That is crazy. Yeah, that dude coughing, because that's him just getting over man, what was a weird ass kind of lung cold in a sense, where it just shit would not get out of my lungs at all.
They were taking supplements to combat living in microgravity.
Wonder if it's the same stuff we take.
I doubt it. The only reason we survive now is because of what we learned from settlements like this.
These must be from whoever planted the MK core. We're close.
But yeah, it's just crazy because, you know, just get back to streaming. We had a pretty good run going on, and then, bam. Yeah, I just got hit with what was, to me, like a monster cold because I had lost my voice. Yeah, I was constantly coughing and stuff and everything. Let's see. Let's just go ahead, connect that dude. This guy's going up there. Maybe he comes down there, then down there. That guy's a dead end. That's just such garbage, man. Because, you know, that's right. This is left. Anyway. Okay. And looks like I think down is a dead end. Maybe. Yep. Says connect up and right. Both these guys seem to go up. You know what I'm saying? And it looks like this guy goes up and around here. So let's go with up. Oh, oh. Where's our dude? Oh, there it is. There it is. That's weird. Oh, I see. We're just looking at it differently now. Yeah, because both these guys are going up. And there we go. That guy's dead end. So let's connect right. Bugger all. Only reason why that's a bummer is because you got to come over here, disconnect it, and then come over here and connect. Yoink. Job done. Job done.
You seeing this?
Sure am. How has all of this just been sitting here?
Their stories were abandoned, just like they were.
What gets me is that there was no OPA back then. There wasn't even the word Belter. But as soon as they got out here, somehow, their lives didn't matter anymore.
Huh. Well, if that's how you feel, welcome to the OPA.
I'm serious.
I'm serious too. The OPA isn't just for dock orphans on Ceres. It's for anyone who wants to fight for a free belt. At least that's what it should be.
Interesting.
Got some mining charges here. Looks disarmed.
Nice.
Wait. How much do they look disarmed?
Disarmed enough. You clearly haven't handled many explosives.
Guilty as charged.
Looks different from the coffins in the upper sectors. Maybe they built it in the early days, before they ran out of supplies.
This is the main man, Logan Dalton, right there. Didn't really take a look up in there last time we were here. Let's get this transmitter thing.
Is this where the broadcast came from? Could be a transmitter.
Doesn't quite look like, even though it looks like there's a deck. There's a deck like right there. I don't think she can get up in here. Nope. Yeah, that's walled off. Yeah. Man, it was worth a shot. It was worth a shot. Not one hundo. I thought there was a plaque back here or something like that. Maybe not. I guess not. Let's be on our way.
Another nav beacon.
We must be getting close to the core.
Interesting. Such a big spot of empty space, you know what I'm saying? You would just definitely think that there would be some sort of like a collectible, something to turn on, you know, in here, but oh, I did scope this out. That is sector 3. Just bananas. Yeah. Oh well. Let's be on our way. Boy, nothing to cut, huh? Yeah, we're literally walking on the roof right now. It's just so weird. All right. Welcome to section 3 or sector 3. Circuit board. Yoink. Salvage. You know, as far as the salvage that we're collecting, it doesn't seem like, you know, that's gonna bring home the bacon, you know what I'm saying? Unless it's some solid gold circuit board type sort of thing, you know what I mean? Or whatever, you know, their currency would be. It's made of all of it.
Hey, with all this alone time you've given me, I've been thinking about something. Whatever this treasure is, the one thing we know is that it will change everything. No more scavenging, no more running.
That's the hope.
The thing is, I think if I had all the money in the world to do anything I wanted, it would be doing this. With you.
Okay. Good to know.
Okay, not this exactly, but working with you to help build a better future for the belt. I want to be a part of it. If you'll have me, I mean.
Are you sure? Okay. Yeah, that seems like we'll have to do the whole, like, come on. And see, and I was trying to take the nice guy route. Because I think she takes it personal if you question her dedication to being a part of the cause, per se. Okay, not this exactly, but working with you to help build a better future for the belt. I want to be a part of it if you'll have me. I mean, yeah, I have to do that route.
I'd be lucky to have you. So would the OPA. As long as you're sure that's what you really want.
I want to be a part of something that matters.
Yeah, that matters. I want to be a part of something that matters, damn it. So this is definitely a choice that we'll flip the script on that's coming up. Yeah, this is all the human popsicles. And for
Holy
me,
shit, this is beautiful.
yeah, not beautiful. These are all dead people. You have to take a pass on it. I mean, the architectural structure, nice. But the fact that it's all dead people, I went straight up B. You know what I'm saying? I just went B because that to me is absolutely horrifying. But we'll flip it up and say, yes, it is.
It is. I still don't understand it, but it's beautiful. That shape at the bottom, I recognize it from the coordinates.
Interesting.
That's promising.
Didn't see any new
Let me
prompts
check
or
the server
anything.
for this sector, then I'll meet you down there.
Yoink.
Okay, here's something. The sector's thermo scanner reports biometric presence. There must have been someone here.
No.
They're still here!
Coming down!
All
No,
these dead people.
stay back.
You know what I'm saying?
Try to get eyes.
Hell no. It just wouldn't be working for me. Hell no. I was like, they're all coming to
My name
life.
is Camina Drummer. I don't know who you are, but
I know who
Oh.
you are! You're the pirate JP sent to take me out! Lousy in your scum! But you'll never find that sample!
Projectiles
Maya.
and zero
I see
grab.
him. He has you pinned down.
Wow.
I'll try to direct you from up here.
Uh-oh, here we go, y'all. Get
Okay.
ready.
He's
Get
coming
ready.
up on the left.
Yoink. 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 Facial. No, damn, miss. Rip. Save it.
Okay.
We ace that.
He's flanking around to your
Impossible. Yoink. 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 We got it. Boom, facial. Oh, shoulder hit.
got him.
Damn.
But I don't think he's down. I
Bugger.
lost visual.
Maya!
I'm a QT
Wait, he's
master.
charging. Your left
Uh-oh.
now.
Yoink. Yoink. Wow. Okay. It's a challenging AF. Holy crap. We're good, y'all. We're good. Oh, it's facial? Yes. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Facial. Definitely. Yeah. Facial.
Wrist terminal broken. And he was running low on oxygen.
The hypoxia must have made him disoriented. He seemed to confuse you for someone else. JP?
Made the dude absolutely crazy, taking on the QTE master like that. He should have known that facial was coming down, that blah 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 blah. Just like that. True. Taking on the QTE master. Jeez, man, what are you thinking about? Man. Fool didn't know he was messing with. Let's see. Take a look.
His oxygen was so low, I don't think he even knew who he was shooting at.
I know he just tried to kill you, but... poor guy.
This wrist terminal is too busted to search.
There's a hand terminal over there. Must be his.
I wouldn't have made it through that firefight without Maya.
This is true.
Wonder what this guy was doing down here.
Let's look around. He was obviously here for a while. Maybe he left something behind.
Let's listen first.
There's a message on here.
You stole something from me. Luckily for you, my desire to see it returned is greater than my desire for revenge.
Man.
This will be your only chance. Say I was open to it.
Maddox.
My partner has other ideas. We
Belter.
know. She's already contacted the UN and their Shinabi. Luckily, some pirates got to them first. Pirates? Are they? Don't worry about them. Just send me your location and hold tight. However you deal with your partner, my men will clean it up. This is why I love Earthers.
So this man stole the MK core. Brought it out here with his partner.
His partner, who must be around here somewhere.
Crazy, y'all.
Maybe they have the core.
Yeah, it's funny. Actually, worth playing a second time just to kind of put together this bit of stuff, because it was all kind of a little vague. There was one where I messed up with her, and I think I've got to search that now. But she has a speak, so let me...
This man worked for whoever made the MK core.
So where's his partner?
True. Okay, so now her dialogue tree is exhausted. Okay. Maddox. I dug up my old grad school notes. According to an epidemiology professor, there was an early Belter settlement at these coordinates that died out a century ago. Can you get us there? Let me know, and I'll coordinate with the UNN contact. We'll grab you later to discuss. Strickler's been watching me so closely since the announcement. We've had to move fast. Brother Ray, telling you, nothing like a big old bowl of mashed potatoes and gravy. Sit down with Brother Ray. Okay. We got that done. Search for the MQ core. What about her? She's good. She's good. That's all done. Okay.
His oxygen was so low, I don't think he even knew who he was shooting at.
I know he just tried to kill you, but... poor guy.
Not wrong. Not wrong. True. Okay. I think we exhausted all the dialogue options. Interesting. Let's take a look around here a little bit. No weird collectibles around the outside here. Liar. Death records. I was a liar. New mission log. Death records. Man. Wow. 33, 34, 35, 36. So every single year they like somebody died, obviously. That's bananas. Drummer's log. The station population started out strong, but heavy casualties began occurring after a few years. With no new influxes of settlers and dwindling population, the group must have known their community was doomed long before the last one died out. Not only has any easy existence, no one has had an easy. Why would today win? Usually I'm pretty decent at this stuff. No one has an easy existence in the belt, but these people didn't even have the hope that their future generations would build a better life for themselves. It seems to have caused some sort of station-wide mental breakdown. Man. Space psychosis. True. Okay, the other side had something for us to look at. I think down here was where the plaque was at. Okay. Really? There's only one. Gotta check this out. There was literally only one way in there. Okay. Yep, this is the plaque. The wolf will live with the lamb, the leopard will lie with the goat, and the children will lead them unto salvation. Future traveler, we lay our beloved children before you. If you be a healer, heal. If you be a miracle worker, work. If you be a passer through, pass through and go in peace. The Cassiopeia Collective. Man. What if you're a pirate? If you be a pirate, then loot. True. Oh, cutscene. Cutscene, yo. Cutscene. Another one of those monument characters.
Oh God. The first ones. They're all
children. It's a children's tomb.
Man.
They buried their children here first. Couldn't bear the thought of recycling them.
Then they couldn't bear the thought of being separated from them either. So here they are.
Here they are.
So these people stole the core and ran here. And they hid their prize.
In a fucking children's tomb.
Wankers. Goddamn bunch of bloody ass yabos, I'm telling you. See. No more dialogue. Okay, good. I didn't really take a good. There is one that's up here that you interact with. I mean, it's nice that they mark it that far, but that's it's a debate. I'm telling you guys now. If you decide to go ahead and play this, yeah, because that thing will be here, and then there could be something that's like right here, and then you have to cut it open.
Mommy?
Some of the first children born in the belt, and this is the fate they suffered.
Yeah.
They were abandoned, but at least they weren't forgotten.
Let me out. Please? Mommy. Come closer.
Here.
What do you think happened?
Let's find out.
Bugger all. Let's see. I commenced this diary for the benefit of future historians. I believe we are embarking on a biomedical revolution rivaled only by the advents of synthetic nitrogen and CRISPR. Non sibi sed omnibus. Carpe diem, bitches. Got it. There we go. I know this is the discovery of the millennia, but some of my fellow researchers have lost the plot. All they want to do is scale up the testing. Idiots. We have the potential to eradicate cancer, reverse cellular decay, bolster immunity against all infections. Must keep our focus. The situation has grown tenuous. Dresden appears to have lost all sense of process and propriety. Rumor is that he is pushing a cognition enhancement modifier on junior researchers as a means of advancement. If he tries this shit on me, he will find an enhancement up his ass. Bam. Enhanced, bitch. Take that. September 2nd. Ask Strickland what he knows about the other teams here. No response. I know we're not the only ones on this project. What research are they hiding? Would they be insane enough to develop it as a weapon? The data are clear. This thing can teach us so much about biology, but it's ours to control. Isn't it ours to control? True. Let's go ahead, y'all. I know this is quite a bit. President wants to talk about human testing now. What the, you know what? I can't even begin to account for the ethical dumpster fire. Like dumpster fire, bruh. More like dog water. That presents at this stage. Maybe that's why he's busy with his enhancement lobotomies. September 28th. The lab is being shut down. Resources to be transferred to other projects. For what horrors I can only imagine. How to respond? Question mark. My credentials got me into the lab one last time. I took the core. I saw some of Strickland's new projects. Too. Dear God. Those people. Great Scott. October 2nd. I bribed a guard, Maddox, to smuggle out the core and get us off Phoebe. My contact at the UN promises to set me up with a new research team somewhere no one can find us. October 9th. Maddox. Buddy dropped us off at the abandoned settlement. We were supposed to rendezvous with UNN Urshanabi days ago. No messages, no response. What was I thinking? If the UNN can't handle this, there's nowhere safe. It must be destroyed. Maddox might protest, but I will convince him. He's a simple man, but not impervious to reason. Just need to find a furnace that burns hot enough so we can cook this thing and get the hell out of here.
Looks like the scientist contacted the UNN, and they sent over the Urshanabi.
But they weren't able to stop the word from leaking out.
The word? The word? Where?
So they stole the MK core and brought it here.
True.
But then our security guard turned on his partner and shot her?
Seems right. Looks like the scientist contacted the UNN, and they sent over the Urshanabi.
But they weren't able to stop the word from leaking out.
The word. Shh. The word. This is weird. Okay, here we go. Confidential, do not duplicate. All individuals handling this information are required to protect it from unauthorized disclosure. Handling, storage, reproduction, and disposition of the attached document must be in accordance with applicable regulations. Designation MK Core, Lab number 27, Phoebe Station. Okay. Whoa. Research lab reader, Dr. Ray, or research lead, Dr. Ray. Single cellular testing abstract. It is clear that the sample encoded with instruction and that those instructions are unknown, perhaps unknowable. Exposure to human biomass seems to activate it, although the exposure to other replicant mechanisms have proven effective as well. Most attempts break down the sample's molecular bond exposed to solvents, disinfectants, and freezing temperatures have failed. Exposure to extreme high heat has shown some efficacy. Kill that So they were trying to terminate the disease that was running rampant across the ship. Got it. Experiment 1, cellular exposures. Experiment 2, cellular wall degeneration. Experiment 3, cellular replication. Experiment was terminated early when replicant continued outside of expected parameters. Belter, unknown origin, duration of infection, 4 to 6 days. Results, death. Lead director, abstract. The sample has a highly transmittable and with proper exposure maintains a 100% infection rate. Well, we got to boogie through here. So anyhow, we'll paraphrase this a little bit. 100% infection rate, greater amounts of biomass is needed in order to further understand the sample encoded instruction. Experiment 1, subject was exposed via cotton swab. Symptoms began within 3 hours. Subject was moved to exam room 4. Experiment 2, subjects were exposed to sample via cotton swab, then immediately put through decontamination procedures. Subject showed no symptoms. Interesting. Immediate decontamination may be effective in the event of accidental exposure to staff. Experiment 3, subject were exposed in exam room 4. With subject number 1, transmission began within hours. Well, this shit's highly infectious. Subjects complained of disorientation, fever, and vomiting. After 4 days, chest, stomach pains with primary symptoms, and subjects showed a pronounced aversion to the station's overhead lighting, sensitivity to light, and hibernation. Hibernation ensued shortly thereafter. Permanent hibernation. I think there's our core. There's our core.
The MK core isn't a treasure. It's a weapon.
What kind of weapon?
I don't know.
Permanent
Something
dirt naps.
alive. And fucking dangerous.
True. I think,
Guess they stashed it before they had their fight. It's not in here.
Okay, the case. The core is not in there.
I have compiled evidence to show why this substance presents such a novel set of risks. I now truly believe we may be looking at an eschatological event. I thought I could deliver this sample to the right hands and develop an antidote, but I underestimated many things.
Man.
All that matters is that I destroy the sample and pray the same will be done to the rest of this cursed substance.
That is Dr. Ray. Okay.
So the
Let's do
MK
this.
core is some kind of organism.
I don't know. And neither do the scientists studying it.
We chillin', y'all. We chillin'.
And yet this company is pouring endless amounts of money into it. They're willing to kill to keep it secret, and now they're running human tests.
Not humans. Belters.
They were tricked. Not humans, Belters.
Belters who were lied to. Or tricked into agreeing to this, assuming they were given a choice at all. Fucking inners. They found a weapon they didn't understand, and they brought it out here to play with.
That's horrible.
True. Rip sauce, you know what I'm saying?
It's nothing new. Just like Anderson Station. The Laguin. Even these people. Left out here to die. Just another chapter in the story.
Got something.
Yoink. I believe we found the core, y'all. We finally made it to the point.
Ready?
The point where we get to make the big decision. And totally change the outcome of what was one hell of a journey in episode 3. I don't mind saying. And it makes episode 4 one hell of a long wait. But it's not over.
We found it.
We got some stuff we need to pull off for it to work out the way we hope to work out.
And now we're going to destroy it.
True. I'm just trying not... No spoilers, you know what I'm saying? No spoilers. In case you didn't catch last night. See, we got some new folks up in here. So it's all good. All good. You're safe. You're safe. Sit back, chill, relax. Woo! That's some loading right there. Dun, 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 dun. Dum, dum. True, true. Need some like Terminator music or something like that. The weapon of the century. A bioweapon. Bad juju. Bad juju.
We'll reach full burn in about a minute. What are you going to tell the others?
That's too dangerous.
That we didn't have a choice. We can't sell a weapon like this, no matter how much money is involved.
Camina, we do have a choice.
Yoink.
Hear me out. Whatever this is, it could still be everything you need to help the belt. What if we kept it?
As a weapon? Or as a bargaining chip?
Call it what you want, but no one would mess with the OPA if they knew—
The OPA doesn't work that way. It's 100 factions.
We did pick the other one last night.
The OPA would tear itself apart over something like this.
True, true.
Why are you so sure of that? You're talking like an inner.
I'm
Why are their
talking like
voices
someone who
going
knows
low?
the OPA. Who knows men like Doss and what they do to stay in power.
But the belt may never get a chance like this again. You can't just take that away.
You don't get it. You may have bounced around in zero-G for a while, but you don't understand the belt.
This was kind of weird, this part, I'm not gonna lie. It was a little confusing. Because, I mean, she was talking about, you know, she's dedicated to the belt, she wants to join the belt.
What don't I understand?
But Belters prepare for the Belters don't lie to themselves. You know, we'll switch this up. Because Belters prepare for the worst is what we picked last night. So tonight, we boom.
Belters can't afford to lie to themselves. We deal with things as they are, good and bad.
This is
and
true,
no matter
according
what
to
we
the
want it to be.
television series.
This is as bad as it gets.
Interesting stuff.
Think about it. Not like a Martian, but like a Belter. From everything you've seen out here so far, how do you think this really ends for us?
No bueno. No bueno at all.
Fuck.
Fuck.
You're right.
Fuck me, Joe.
Let's do what we have to do.
UCK. So they're all on board. Yoink.
Brian, what are you doing?
See, Baratna? Told you we couldn't trust her. Hand it over. Now!
Like I was saying at the end of episode 2, there's a chance for these two to be intimate with one another. Because Drummer's now the captain, I decided to be professional about it.
And that?
But yeah, Drummer in the TV series, if you guys watched it, and the books, there's
Arlen.
books.
Listen to me.
She's a badass. You could hurt the belt.
That is a dangerous weapon. It's already being used by inners against the belt.
That's why I'm gonna sell it to a belter, Sasake. We're headed back to Ceres now.
Damn it, Arlen, you don't understand what you're doing.
You always think you know better than everyone else.
That's why she's
how you
captain.
always end up here, yeah?
I don't know what the fuck your plan is, but you can't just take over the ship and throw Drummer in the brig.
No brig. Airlock.
Deep space.
What do you mean? Just got to head back to Ceres.
Tinsha! How long is the trip to Ceres? Huh? 2 weeks? 3? You want to stay awake the whole time? Until we sell this thing, she'll be trying to take it back. Stubborn Owala. Never knows when she's lost.
Oh my god.
No, there has to be another way.
As long as she's on board, it's still her ship. You think Maya and Virgil will take orders from us while she's around? Even the fucking pilot like no. It's the only way to finish this. Take out to the airlock.
Damn. Trust me. See, he says, trust me. And this is where we flip the script, y'all. Yes. And now we got to get busy. We got to be on point. You cannot mess up in not a single one of these. So all the QTEs will be on point. Last night we trusted him and it just didn't go well. You'll have to watch that episode to find out. Today or tonight, we're flipping the script. We're going to find him and then we're going to hope that things go well. You know what I'm saying? All right. So kick back, chill out, tune in. Here we go. Let's do it. Yoink. Rayan will remember that. Bitch. Bitch. Hiya. Hiya, bitch. Hiya, bitch. I didn't tell you this. Both shoulders. Okay, man, the dude is lit. We 100 that for sure.
Let's get these two in the brig.
God, how are you so heavy without gravity?
I wasn't gonna let you die, Cap. I would have helped you.
Doesn't matter. What you did was treason.
Interesting. This is just jacked up, man.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
This is just jacked up. Because...
Sorry, Cap. I never wanted this.
If you're not in the airlock
so
in
we
5
totally
seconds,
aced that.
She gets a bullet in the head.
We'll see. This dude's got 2 rounds and, you know, 1 in each shoulder. 1 in the arm right there, 1 in the other shoulder. And it was a bit of bad design because she was dragging him. Like, how can you be so heavy? Oh, wow, wow, wow. Okay, we got a different ending right there. So Maya does live this time. Holy shebang, y'all. Man, praise the baby Jesus. She's got a helmet. Yeah, obviously pissed. Pissed like there's no tomorrow. So they take off on the Artemis, leaving her here. Wow, she is, I mean, she catches up with them. At least Maya's still alive. The thing that I think is, you know, will likely happen. Yeah, Maya, Virgil, and Khan are not going to let these guys get away with it. There we go. All right. Maya is saved, y'all. We did it. You just had to 100 that thing. Also learned that, yeah, if you stop, go back to main menu, then pick it up from right there, you're good to go. You are good to go. Damn, I'm going to have to edit all this crap down because I'm going to have to show, obviously the fail, and then cut it down to just one more episode where we ace that and add that alternate ending to the final episode on YouTube. So but yeah, 5 o'clock tomorrow, Pacific Standard Time, Starfield, long stream. Until then, Peace, y'all.